Welcome everybody. Welcome in to today's live session, Tuesday live. I do want to start by throwing this up. This is my advertisement for my flyer, I should say, for my tarot, Intuitive Insights on Tarot. This has all my prices there, everything there. Um, I am doing a flash sale today. You get 4 cards for $5. So that is going on today. I got a few things I got to pay. That's why a few things I got to take care of. That's why I'm doing a flash sale. Now, on the retrospect side of that, if you are looking to get more cards pulled and you want a more deeper reading and deeper spiritual insight, then I do recommend checking out the $10 read that will get you a lot more cards pulled and a lot more insight for your questions answered. So the simple pull today is just a 4 card pull, $5, either Cash App or Buy Me a Coffee, whichever you prefer. Cash App's more easier for me. But I would like to pull the energy today. I would like to see what's going on. I want to give a couple shout outs here though before I start. I want to give a shout out to Cimarex Tarot. Uh, he goes live when I'm working, so I'm not really able to catch his lives like I would like to. But Cimarex Tarot, check him out. Brendan, check him out. Another one is Kathleen Diane, check her out. California lady, wonderful reader. I've collabed with her a few times. Also check out Ethereal Moonlight. She's another reader there. She does some sound meditation, things like that. She also does readings and stuff like that. Um, there's a bunch of other ones, but those are a few I want to name. Um, so we're gonna hop right in. We're gonna see what the energy is for today. We're gonna take a look. If you are interested in a read today, they are paid reads today. They are $5, $5 for 4 cards. $5, $5, $5 for 4 cards. 4 cards. We'll check out your energy. We'll see what's going on. We'll go from there. If you are inclined and you do want a little bit more, you can always look at the prices right there and make your selection there. So let's take a look at the energies here. Let's see what the energy is for today. Let's get a 5 card pull. Let's see what the energy is for today. Right after this full moon, right after this new moon that we just had in Gemini. Want to check the energies out here on this Tuesday here, or Wednesday, depending on where you're at in the world here. It could be Wednesday for you, depending on where you're at. All right, we're gonna do a mid-card pull on this mid-card pull. There we go. 3 mid-card pulls. We're gonna do one more. One more here. At any time, if you are inclined and you want a reading, please go ahead and let me know. I'll get your name on the list. I'll confirm that you paid and everything, and then we'll get this taken care of for you. One more card. There it is. There's the card I'm looking for. Alrighty. We got one person in the chat so far. This person is Rena. Welcome in, Rena. How you doing today? How you doing? If you have a name you want me to call you, please let me know. I would like to get to know people on a first name basis here and get to know people that way. Besides, I would like to get to know the person, the regular, That shows up to my channel, or my room, I should say, shows up to the room. Um, I would like to get to know you on a first name basis instead of just your username. I would like to get to know the person behind the username. Is what I would like to do on some of my regulars. It's good to know the person behind, get involved and know the person behind the username. See what they're all about. Ooh, we got a lot of energy scattered here. We got a lot of scattered energy here. A lot of energy here. This is a lot of energy moving through today. I'm getting chills. This is a lot of energy moving through today. We got the Two of Pentacles here, Seven of Cups, Five of Wands, Five of Cups. You got the Four of Cups. 55 could be significant to somebody here, starting out. 4 could be significant. All right. Let's take a look here. Marina. Okay, Marina. Where are you at in the world? Where do you call home there? All right, let's take a look here. These cards just flew out of the deck. They just flew out. As you've seen it, they just flew right out. So let's take a look here. On the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is getting over that hurdle and moving forward, getting over hurdles, but also getting over obstacles, getting over illusions, getting over those things that make us like, getting over those things where we feel stuck in our path. Siberia. Hmm. Nice. Serbia. Okay. The Seven of Cups forward for me. When I do the reading, I'm going to express the way I look at the card. Everyone has their own different interpretation of the card. Everyone has their own meaning. Each card tells you something different depending on the picture. One card can one card can have a meaning, and one card can have a textbook meaning. Like for example, the Five of Wands. That about that's about being scattered. That's about having a lot of choices, a lot of things going on, a lot of confusion, a lot of options, things like that. But now reading it through this card, or reading it maybe through this deck or this deck, it may have a different picture on it and a different meaning that way. If depending on what the context of the picture is in it and the context of the read, it's all different. That's why it's very unique when it comes to tarot because there's many different ways you can read a card. No tarot reader is going to read the same card. No tarot reader is going to read this card, or any card, the same as you. Everyone has their own unique style of reading. I prefer more inspirational, a little bit, uplifting than inspirational. With the Seven of Cups reversed. Um, Forward, it would be getting over hurdles, getting over obstacles, getting over those things that have us stuck, getting over roadblocks, those passages. Um, I think when I look at the Seven of Cups, sorry, that's the Seven of Wands. I'm thinking Seven of Wands. I get the cups mixed up a little bit. Hold on a minute. Okay, it makes sense is what I'm looking at here from this card. This card is the Seven of Cups here is different areas of your life. Could be your job, could be your home, could be your business if you have work. Many different things in your life that you have going on. And I'm looking at that from this card here. As you take a look at this card, you see how there's many different things coming out of these cups. There's many different things coming out of them. So with this here, with it reversed, you're not you're not overwhelmed with everything going on at the moment. You're not overwhelmed with it. You have a lot going on, but you're taking one thing at a time, one cup at a time. And with the Eight of Swords to the Six of Wands, which is sideways, I see the energy. I see that you're looking at certain things. You're looking at things one by one. And what you're doing is there is that fast paced energy. No. Six of Swords. It looks like you're moving with the Eight of Swords. You're moving towards a more magical time, a more magical magical time, I should say. You're moving towards more happier time in your life, and it feels like there is forward movement to that, but it's not fully there. It feels like you're just standing there. Like, I could have this. You're looking out. Let me say this. You're looking out, but you're like, I can have that. I can have this. I can have this. I can have this. But you're not taking the steps. You feel like it's stagnant right now. You're not moving toward either way. You're not saying I can have. You're not moving towards it or away from it. You're just standing there looking, and you're like, okay, I'm not making these steps to really go ahead and do this and really make that work. CC, welcome in, CC. How you doing today? If there's a name you want me to call you, please let me know. I like to get to know the faces behind the username. It feels with the Six of Wands sideways. You're putting in forward movement. You're putting in the effort, but you're not really. You're the universe is showing you what you can have, but you're not taking concrete steps to have it at the moment. The Two of Pentacles, that's being balanced. That's being in your flow. That's being in that cycle of this. I'll show you here. Being in this flow, moving from one thing to the next, being in that flow, being in that flow state, being in that where I'm balanced. I can hook myself here. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. CC, CC. Ah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. It feels like you're balanced, like you're hanging here and you're balanced. You're balancing yourself with the Two of Pentacles. You're balancing, and that's what it feels like today. You're balancing the energy today. You're balancing your energy. You might have this repetitive energy where you want to run 10 miles, and you might have this energy where you just want to take a nap and you want to sleep for 2 hours. Like you're just not into it. Like you could feel the shift. You could feel that shift moving within you. You can feel you can feel that shift. And in the background, there is a ship in the background here of this picture. So it does look like you're balancing everything that you're doing out. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're getting rid of this illusion. You're getting rid of this extra anguish. You're getting rid of that illusion of what couldn't or what should have worked. You're getting rid of that, and you're telling yourself, "Hey, I don't have to move through that cycle no more. You're moving towards better cycles." Uh, but with the Queen of Pentacles reversed here, though, it doesn't seem like this is moving as fast as you would like. Uh, this is slow growth, very slow growth. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody that doesn't rush, someone that takes care of their money, puts the right things in the right areas, like stocks, for example. you're putting money into stocks in the right places, and in 2 to 3 months, or even 2 to 3 years, you're watching it grow and you're watching it get bigger. Like for example, if you bought stock 20 years ago in Amazon, you've seen that growth, you've seen it get bigger, and you've seen that expansion. You've seen that. That's what the queen is, and it feels like you have stuff rooted in. The roots are in, the roots are spreading, just like we have cycles here in the U.S. or or around the world, wherever you may be. You have cycles: spring, summer, fall, and winter. We're coming up to summer here soon. Next Sunday, which is in the U.S., is Father's Day. That is also the summer solstice for summer, the summer cycle. We're going to move out of the spring equinox, out of that cycle, out of the spring cycle, and we're going to move into the summer cycle, which goes for the next 2 months until we get to the fall equinox. We're going to move to the summer solstice, which is going to be a totally different energy. We just had this new moon in Gemini. I have not looked at my astrologer at the moment, so I'm not familiar with what this new moon detailed. We just had a detail. And as I was talking about the Seven of Wands earlier, the Seven of Wands came out right here. So it looks like you're trying to get over a hurdle here with this Queen of Pentacles. You're trying to get over a hurdle here right now. You're trying to balance this, but also get over a hurdle with your life right now with the energy. With the Five of Wands, though, it feels like there's a lot of choices here. A lot of choices for you at the moment. It feels like you got a lot of stuff going on. You're standing on the ground, but it feels like some of this stuff here. The Five of Wands also looks like collaboration with this picture here. Collaboration. Looks like you could be collaborating with somebody. Somebody could be helping you out, do the heavy lifting. If you're moving, for example, someone might be helping you move your couch, move your furniture, help you move some things. If you're moving. If you're a business owner and you need some help, or you need yard work done, you might reach out to somebody for that help. But it does look like you have a lot of options with what you have going on. You have a lot of options here. And you have the Emperor. You're very strong here. Hold on, this froze. I do apologize about the lagging. I do apologize. I just seen that. We got 2 and 2. 22 could be significant. 2 people in the room, 2 people liked it. You are the Emperor, though. You are the one in control. You are the one standing high. The Emperor is the one that stands above everybody. It's the one that's in control of the group. He is the CEO of the business. He knows the business in and out. He has done the business in and out. He knows the business. He's gotten to a point where he can hire. Thank you, CC. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Emperor is the one to relieve some of that and be more in this Two of Pentacles energy. So I feel today you're more going through and you're trying to balance everything. You're trying to balance all your work. For me, for example, would be I have another channel also, which is Intuitive Insights Guitar. So please do check that out for acoustic music and stuff like that. Acoustic originals. I do some covers here and there, but right now I'm not super fluent in. If you told me, I don't know, play some Johnny Cash, for example. Can you play this song from Johnny Cash? I would not know how to do that currently at the moment. I'm not that fluent on the guitar. But if you showed me lyrics of it on paper, I can try to play it that way. I can do that. And that's what a lot of guitar players do nowadays when they go out to gigs. they have their phone in front of them like this, and they're reading the lyrics and the chords are there, so they're able to play it that way. Some of them play from memory, other ones play it from that. So that's what. So I'm not super fluent like that, but I do originals, and I'm able to. I don't have all my chords on the originals memorized, but I have some of the songs memorized in my head, some of the lyrics. Now, the reason I say that is because I'm trying to balance everything. I'm trying to balance working 6 days a week, cooking, playing my guitar, getting that going with endeavors, also running my tarot business, running a food business on the side when I can. Right now, that's kind of seasonal on hold due to lack of space and stuff. But I'm getting there, and don't. And a lot of the time, you got to understand. A lot of the time, it's about how you express yourself, not just how you express yourself, but how you talk about yourself. How you talk about yourself. The words you use can change your mindset. Bottom of the deck, we got the Four of Pentacles here. To the Queen of Cups, to the Lovers. So yeah, to the Two of Wands. It looks like you're making a choice here to have this world you want, to really have this completion. Because we go from the 9, which is ending cycles, to the 10, which is new cycles, to 0, which is the world, which is that wholeness, that whole completion, where everything is lining up in your the way you want it to line up. Everything's lining up to that blank canvas, to starting the world you want, and you're really starting to understand your cups. And it feels like with the Four of Pentacles, you're opening yourself up to see these opportunities and put yourself in these areas to receive these opportunities. Is what it feels like. You're putting yourself in these areas to receive these opportunities. The opportunities are finding you because you're lining yourself up for them. You're doing the work, you're asking the universe for the help, but you're making steps, you're taking steps so those things can just fall into place. They can fall into place. And that's when you get into the 9 and the 10. That's when you get into the 9 and 10 in life, where the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Coins, is that flow where you're in alignment. The 10 is divine alignment, where things are just lining up for you. You go look for something on Facebook Marketplace, you don't have to do a lot of searching because it's there. You find it, it's there for you. It flows. Things are working. Things work for you. The 9 of Pentacles is that flow state where you're in your flow. You're in that flow where you might have to do a little research and a little work, but it's there. It's flowing. Things are working for you smoothly. Things are smoothly working for you. Let's get another card on this Emperor here for this card here. Let's get another card on this Emperor here, Spirit. We got the Devil here. And on the back side of the Devil, we got this Ten of Cups. So you still feel like, even though you have a lot of options here, you still feel kind of bogged down a little bit. You feel like dragged down a little bit. You feel like something is blocking you in the way. Like you have this option, but you also have this option. But this option might feel like it's blocked a little bit. You look at the Ten of Cups. See the Ten of Cups? See how you're on that water there and the dragon's coming up and you feel kind of trapped a little bit. You feel kind of stuck. You feel like you're in that choppy waters and things like that. That's because you feel like one thing isn't working, but you feel like another thing, one option you have might have these restrictions. This option might have that restrictions. This option has those restrictions. You're putting these self-imposed limitations on them. You're on these things yourself. You're the one holding yourself back. You're the one that's not. You're the one not getting rid of the illusion and moving forward through the fog and you're putting these you're holding your own self back. Is what it looks like. You're holding your own self back. And the reason I say that is because you have the Five of Cups here. You're looking at the three cups here that are reversed. You're not looking at the two cups behind you that are still there, that are strong, that are flowing, that are there. You're looking at what didn't work. You're looking at the stuff that isn't working. You're looking at the car that you're not going to get if you're looking for a car. You're looking at cars that are out of your price range. You're looking at things that aren't working. You're like, okay, this didn't work. If you're applying for a job, you're like, okay, this job's not working, this job's not working, that job's not working. Why are you applying to jobs that are too far out? Why are you applying to jobs that are never going to work for you? Why are you applying to jobs that are not going to bring you what you need? You know, if you don't have a vehicle at the moment, like me, for example, I don't have a vehicle. I've been without a vehicle for a little while now, due to finances. But long story short, I was applying to jobs that were too far out, and I had to take a ride share to get to the jobs. And I'm like, okay, I could find something a lot closer instead of dealing with this. Why am I I'm stressing about cash and getting back and forth to these jobs. I'm stressing about this and this, but in reality, why am I applying to these jobs that are too far out? If I don't have the cash to get there, why am I applying to these jobs that are too far out? I was putting these self limitations on myself because of that. And that's what we do sometimes. We look at the bigger picture, but we also look at we don't look at what is close by us. A lot of the time when we look at a situation, we look at something and we go, okay, I need to go out and purchase this handful of things. I need to go out and purchase these things because I don't have all the tools I need. I don't have all the things I need to purchase this, to purchase that. I don't have all the things I need in order to have this this work out. And you have to look at it and say, you know what? Less is more sometimes. Less is more. Like I need to I need to make work what I have in front of me. I don't need to go out and buy more and more and more. I need to make it work currently right now. The universe will align those things for me if I need those things. There's a difference. Let me put it this way. There's a difference between what you want and what you need. You may want more money in your pocket every month, but the universe is telling you you need this bill paid, you need this bill paid, you need this bill paid, you need this bill paid. We're going to get you this money, just enough money to pay these bills. You will have what you need paid. Now, if you want more, then you're going to have to step it up and get more. We will help you, but we're just going to give you what you need. You want more, you're going to have to put in the extra effort to get the more. To get the more coming to you. We got 2 in the chat. Two people like the video, which is nice. 22 can be significant. Like I said again, 22 can be significant. 2 can be significant. 2 is about balance. 22 is about balance. Mastery number. 222 is about balance too. So let's get a card on this. Let's get a card on this Five of Cups. My nose keeps itching. My left nose keeps itching. I was doing that yesterday too. Okay. You got the Page of Cups reversed, and you got the Hangman here forward. Bottom of the deck, you got the Ace of Wands. It doesn't look like you're fully making the... See, you're looking at this... Yeah, you're looking at this from a perspective of what's not working. is what you're looking at. This you're looking at this energy here with these cups reversed. You're looking at all the cups reversed here. You're looking at just 7 of cups. You're looking at these cups and you're seeing what didn't work. You're looking at the things that didn't work, the things that are falling out of the cup that are not working for you. You're not looking at the cups that are actually working for you, that are actually strong for you. And you're like, okay, why don't I just get rid of the things that aren't working? Why don't I just get rid of this cup, get rid of this cup, get rid of this cup, and replace it with a brand new cup? Maybe that's what I need. I need a brand new cup. Or take things out of this cup and keep this cup, just refill it. You're looking at those spilled cups that are spilled, and that's why you're not in your flow. Because see, with this page of cups here, that would be you having a new beginning in your flow, having a new positive, creative flow state. With it reversed, you're not fully in that state. You're not fully in that. You're not fully, you feel like you got to disconnect from your creativity and disconnect from your energy, your spontaneous energy. But with the hangman reversed, you're only the hangman forward, not reversed. Sorry about that. With the hangman forward, you're only looking at this from one side. You're not looking at this from someone else's point of view. You're not looking at this from the manager's point of view, from the business owner's point of view. You're looking at this from the employee point of view. You need to look at it from a CEO point of view, not just the employee. If you're trying to create a business, you need to look at it from the CEO point of view all the way on down to the employee point of view. You need to look at it all inside of it. You need to think like the employee, you need to act like the employee, but you also need to think like the CEO and act like the CEO also. Then you got the 4 of cups. Okay, which is sideways. This card here, you got the 4 of cups, but this other card is sideways. And that's to the right. Masculine energy. The King of Swords. So, with the 4 of cups forward, you see those 3 cups that were spilled? Hold on. Those 3 cups that are spilled here, you're turning around and you're picking those cups up now. You're picking those cups up. You're like, okay, I'm going to leave the 2 cups here because they're working for me. But now I got 4 cups here. I got 3 cups here that I'm looking at that are spilled. I picked those up, and now I'm starting to fill those cups. I'm starting to fill those cups up. I'm starting to fill them. I'm starting to look at them. And you're missing the opportunity that's coming in. An opportunity right here. You're missing the opportunity that is right in front of you. With it reversed, you're missing that opportunity. But with the King of Swords here, you're trying to be the one that's in control. The king, like I said, with the Emperor, the Emperor is the one above the king. That's the one that's in control of their life. That's the one that's taking lead of their life. That's the full person of their life. With the King of Swords, that's you turning around and being strong, taking lead. But it feels like you're not ready. You're there, but you're just watching. You're not really moving. You're not really doing anything. You're just standing there watching. Like, what do I do? I don't have. I'm waiting on this message. I'm waiting. You're waiting. Waiting for what? That's the question. What are you waiting for? Let's pull a card on this. It feels like it's stagnant right now. You're just waiting. The 2 of Pentacles here is reversed now. The 2 of Pentacles is reversed. You're waiting, and what it's doing is unbalancing you. It doesn't feel like you have the strength. Strength reversed. It doesn't feel like you have the strength anymore to be balanced with this here. But, like, it doesn't feel like you're on target here. And the reason I say that, I'm going to show you this. Look at this card. From this deck here, from my LA Mukai deck, Muka deck. La Muka deck. You see that Two of Pentacles? You see that design? Same thing, talking about balance. The same card, talking about balance. Look at this card. You see that? See how he's in a tree, balanced and everything on the tree, balancing, shooting the arrow. Okay. The reason I show you that. Okay, is because when you shoot an arrow, you're trying to hit the target. You're trying to hit your target. With it reversed, it feels like you're not hitting your target. You're not hitting your goals. You're not hitting the numbers you would like to hit every single month. You're not hitting those goals you want to reach. You're negative in your numbers. You're negative in the things you want to do. You're not hitting the monthly target you want to hit. You're not balanced enough to reach those targets. You feel like you're off a little bit. You feel like you're off a little bit in your numbers, and it feels like you're not on point where you need to be with your life. You're not on point. Part of it is balanced, but part of it isn't balanced. And it feels like that opportunity that's coming in, you're missing that opportunity that's right in front of you because you're unbalanced. And that's where the Five of Wands comes in. You have the Five of Wands now, forward. You have the Five of Wands here, you have the Five of Wands here. So now with that said, with this Five of Wands, it feels like you have a lot going on. You have a lot going on in your life, but you're not balancing a certain area of your life. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles is reversed here. It still feels like you're not balanced. You're not having that new beginning with your money coming through. You feel like you're unbalanced with your money. Let's pull a card on that. But hold on. It could be that with the Page of Pentacles reversed, now you got the Three of Pentacles that came out, and that's your business. It feels like you could be unbalanced with your business side of things, unbalanced with the way you do things in your business, the way you have your flow, the way you have your endeavors, whatever you're doing. Because you got the King of Cups here, and that's being very strong with your money, being very strong. Knowing what you want in your cups and really understanding your own cups, being very strong and understanding them, being at the top of your game and saying, hey, I'm not gonna let this and this and this affect me. I'm gonna take a lead. I'm gonna stand up for myself. I'm gonna make sure that this is actually taken care of here. I'm not gonna let it get to a point where it's shit. With the Three of Pentacles, you're standing strong. And you're like, okay, I can stand strong here. I know what I want, and I'm gonna stand strong, and I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make this happen. You want something to happen, you have to make it happen. For me, I feel like the universe, for example, it's 50-50 with the universe. And I have said this many a times on my channel. I have said this many a times in life. And I'll say it again and over 100 times over. In life, I believe it's 50-50. If you're trying to reach a certain goal or accomplish something, the universe will help you, but you have to put in the work. You have to meet the universe 50-50. The universe will help you where they can. Universal energies. The universal energies. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say that so everyone in the back can hear me. Everyone in the back of the room can hear me. The universal energies can help you, but you have to put in half the work. You have to show up to the job. You have to do the work at the job. The universe will reward you with a little bit more pay, with a little bonus here and there. They'll help you make sure that that money is flowing where it needs to be. They'll help you with opportunities on the side. They will help you get what you need paid. They will help you. But you have to put in the work. Let's get a final message here. Let's tie this up so we can hop into personal reads here. I am doing a sale today. 4 cards for $5. Cash App or Buy Me a Coffee. Both are down below in the description. If you would like another type of reading and you want to go a little bit more and you want a little bit more details, you can do so. by selecting one of these options here on the screen and head it over to the Cash App or Buy Me a Coffee, and I can take care of that for you if you would like a little bit more detail in your reading. Otherwise, it's going to be a 4-card read. Spirit, can we get a card here to tie this up? The 8 of Swords. You're getting rid of this. You're getting rid of the doubt, the illusion. You're getting rid of it. You're getting rid of that, and you're not letting it affect you anymore. You're like, okay, I'm not gonna let this affect me. I'm seeing the bigger picture here. I'm seeing what I need to do, and I'm getting rid of this. You got the Musician, but you feel a disconnect though. You feel that creative disconnect. You feel like there's a creative disconnect here, and you feel like the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, the 9 to 10. You're ending cycles here with the 9 of Cups. You're ending cycles. You're moving to the 10 of Cups, which is that public recognition. You're getting that recognition. The universe is, um, even if everybody in the material world, every body, I should say, isn't recognizing you, your talent, the universal world is. If that makes sense. The spiritual world is congratulating you. The spiritual world congratulating you for the things you're doing. So we got 10. No. Sorry, hold on. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is right here. 10 and 10. Like the 5 of Wands. Okay? You got the 10 of Wands right here. It feels like, though, that you're getting this off your back. You're not carrying this anymore. You're not carrying that stress, that weight of everything. You're not carrying it no more. You don't have to carry the weight of this no more. You don't have to let this affect you and carry that weight. That weight doesn't have to hold you down no more. You're not letting it hold you down anymore. The weight. But it still feels like with the Queen of Pentacles, you feel like you don't fully have, you're letting go of the things on your back. You're letting go of that weight. You're letting go of the dead weight. You're not carrying it no more. But in the same instance, you feel like with the Queen, you're nurturing this, but you feel like at the same time it's like, okay, I'm done nurturing this. I want to see some growth. I want my money now. I want to make this work. But you feel like there's that disconnect a little bit because things aren't moving as fast as you would like with your money. Things aren't prospering in the way that you would like them to. It could be that there's still energy in the area that you're in. Maybe it's time for you to um, get a move in, get a move on, step into something new, cut the energy. There could be that stagnant energy around you that's causing things to be delayed, causing things to not work right. You got 2 more cards here. 555 could be significant. 55 could be significant. Um, you got the 5 of Swords here, and you got the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is pointing right to masculine energy. Feminine energy is the 5 of Swords here. You're cutting through the illusion. You're starting to cut through the illusion. You're starting to cut through this, and you're starting to see the lot bigger picture here. And it's going to require you to make a choice here. But that choice, you haven't fully decided if you want to make this choice or not make this choice. You haven't decided what this choice is you need to make. Maybe it's because you haven't heard the message that you needed to hear yet, or the things you need to hear haven't came through yet. You fully haven't hit yet. You're still downloading the messages. You got the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That is your happy marriage, that happy life, that happy times, a celebration. Could be related to that. Let's get a card on this 2 of Swords, Spirit. Yeah, 5 can really be significant. I'm seeing a lot of 5s here. We got the 10 of swords here. 10 can be significant also. We got the 10 of swords here now. Yeah, this choice you're going to make, or this choice you're going to have to make, you're going to be able to move through it because you're getting rid of all that extra stress. You're getting rid of the doubt. You're cutting through it. And you're seeing the path. You're seeing through the fog. You're seeing through the fog. And you're moving through the fog. And it's going to bring you, yeah, the 5 of Wands again. The 5 of Wands. Third time this came out. Forward. You got a lot of options here. A lot of options. A lot of things going on. A lot of things going on at the moment. 555 could really be significant for somebody. This is 3 decks and these 5 of Wands came out. There could be a couple options here for you on the table. Could be a couple things you're doing. It could be you have a couple options with love. Who you're dating, who you're not dating, what's going on. Let's get a card on that. There it is. There's the card. The Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. Yeah, you're ready to step out of your comfort zone. You're ready to step out. You're ready to step out of your comfort zone. But you really don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. You're like, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone, but I'm not going to fight for you. I'm just, whatever happens, happens. Whatever comes to me, comes to me. Whatever flows my way, flows my way. I'm just going to walk the street. And if I bump into somebody, I bump into somebody. I'm just going to go to the bar and have a drink. If you don't drink, then you're just going to go there and have a Mountain Dew or a Coca-Cola. You're just going to go there, maybe get some fries, maybe get a nacho. There's some nachos, extra cheese, extra melted cheese on it. And you're just going to chill. You're just going to find a spot at the bar. You're just going to chill. You're going to relax. And whoever shows up is going to be the universe putting that person in front of you. And you're just going to be like, okay, I have options. I can have you. I can have you. I can go home with you. But I'm just me today. That song's popping in my head. It's a country song. Mr. Monday. Mr. Monday. Where you want to be is easy like Sunday morning. Easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Easy. Easy like Sunday morning. But are you really putting your strengths out there? Are you really, not strengths, but are you really putting your achievements out there? Are you really putting your accolades out there? Are you really showing off who you really are? Or are you just masking it? Are you just putting on this illusion? Because when someone, because are you putting your authentic self out there? Or are you trying to be someone you're not? For example, if you have a YouTube page, are you creating this YouTube page based off AI? Or are you doing it authentically from yourself? Are you basing it off of what the computer algorithm is telling you? Are you basing it off of what other people would like? Or is this something that you truly like to do, you truly love to do, and you truly want to actually do? Is this something that you truly actually want to do and actually truly want to step out and actually do? Or are you just doing this? The concept. That's what I mean. The concept. The concept is are you just going through the concept? Are you just going through and doing what you think people would like and what's going to make money? Or are you doing something that you like and you love? Because when you do something that you love and you're really enjoying it, the universe will back you up with money. They will back you up. They will back your ass up. Like for me, for example, with scrapping, picking up metal and things like that, going out and looking for things and scavenging and picking up metal and things like that from businesses and things like that that people want to get rid of. Wire and different things like that and turning it in for cash. Recycling, basically. Recycling of those materials. I enjoy doing it. I know I can make money with it, but I also enjoy doing that stuff. I enjoy it. Maybe here and there I might get something that someone doesn't want that I can use myself. But in the same thing, in the same instance, I enjoy I'm enjoying what I'm doing. When you enjoy what you're doing, when you love what you're doing, when you're playing the guitar and you love what you're doing, you can see it. You can literally see it when you click on when you click on someone's YouTube page or YouTube room, I should say. When you click on that room and you're watching that room, you see that they're in their flow. They're playing, they're in their flow, they're enjoying themselves. You see that. And that's the universe rewarding them for what they love to do. They're rewarding them for what they're doing. It feels like you're not putting those accolades out there. You're not putting yourself out there to really show off what you can really do. You're not showing off what you can really do. You're hiding it, you're masking it. You're not really putting yourself out there and taking the steps to do it. You might be working for somebody else at the moment, but you're not taking your talents and doing your own thing with them. And it feels like you're not letting something go in the past. You're not letting something go to move forward. You're hung up on the past. You're hung up on a time that should have been, what could have been, and you're not moving forward. And it's stunning your growth. It is stunning your growth. It is it is holding you back. You're holding yourself back here from being in this flow, with being in this Two of Pentacles, being in this balance. And what is telling you here also is to balance your energy today. Balance your energy. Because you got the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups, you're moving into a more positive time here. Summer solstice is coming. You're moving into that time where you feel like you're moving into that summer energy. You're moving into that energy that is better for you. You're moving into that positive energy here. That is wonderful for you. Let's get one more card here, and then we're going to end this spread here. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. You're making these choices from a feminine side. You're going to start making choices from a feminine side. You're going to start seeing what your heart truly wants. Not just your heart, but what your spirit wants. Not just what you want up here and your physical body wants, what your spirit wants. And you're going to be able to be the ace of your sword and fight through that and be able to control that and know what you want and fight forward for it. And you're not taking no for an answer. You're not going to let someone else dictate who you are, because at the end of the day, it's your life that matters. If you have kids, then that's a different story. You have to worry about your kids. You have to do what's best for your kids. But at the same time, you need to take care of yourself. You can't worry about what this person's doing, what that person's doing. You need to take control of yourself. You need to make decisions that are going to be better for you. It doesn't matter if the decision is going to be great for the other person or not. If you have kids, that's one thing. You need to make sure that the decisions you make are going to be positive for your kids. Yes. But at the same time, you don't need to look at everyone else's feelings in this. You need to look at your own feelings and say, you know what? If this hurts your feelings, so be it. I don't really care. If this is gonna hurt your feelings, let it hurt your feelings. Feelings come and go. Feelings come and go. You want to get all bent out of shape and mad because I made this choice, I made that choice to better myself. I made this choice to do this. I made this choice to do that. And now you're all feeling hurt and your butt hurt about this. Who cares? That's your own life. You need to accept the decisions I make in my own life. Now, are these choices going to be positively affecting my kid or a kid? Yes, if you have kids. Yes, depending on the choices you make. But but you have to look at it on the other side of things and say, hey, I have my own life to handle. I have my own life I need to take care of. This is my life. I can't worry about what you got going on in your life. I need to worry about my own life. I need to take care of the things in my life. Yeah, but you didn't consider you didn't consider me. You didn't consider how I'm gonna handle this. You didn't consider this. You didn't consider that. Tough shit. This is my own life. I don't need to worry about what you got going on in your life because your life is your life. I need to worry about my life. And I need to take care of my choices in my life. If my choices affect you, then you have a problem. You have a problem. If you are not a if my choices, if the choices I'm making in my life are causing you problems, then we're not on the same page. We're not on the same frequency here. Because if my choices were affecting you, if my choices are affecting you, if my choices were not affecting you, there would be no confusion, there would be no doubt, there would be no stress, there would be no anguish, there would be no reason to question it. Like sometimes you just gotta let people make their own choices. You just gotta let people make their own choices and let it play out. See how it works. That's all you can do. See how it works. You might question it, but in reality, it ain't gonna get you far. Questioning why someone made this choice or why someone made that choice isn't gonna get you anywhere. It's gonna get your head in a knot. It's gonna get you confused. It's gonna get you stressed. It's not gonna get you where you need to be, and it's gonna cause you problems in the long run. So today is more about the energy I'm feeling today with the spread that I did. Was more about you balancing yourself, balancing your energy, getting yourself in order, realigning, figuring out what you have going on. Because you have the Five of Wands coming out heavily. Five, five, and five. Three of them came out, three different decks forward. So 555 can be significant. 55 can be significant. 5 can be significant. 5, 55, and 555 can be significant. So pay attention to any of fives when you see them today. Pay attention to those. And pay attention to what you're thinking and what you're doing when you see those things. Pay attention to those. It's about balancing the energy also. Balancing your energies. Not just everything you're doing, but balancing your energies. So that's what I have for everyone today. If anyone would like a personal read at this time, I'm doing a 4-card spread for $5 today. So please, please, please do let me know if you are interested in a reading. Please let me know at this time. I only see one person on at this particular time. Give me a moment real quick. All right. Rena, you're still here. Okay. If anyone does need a reading, like I said, I'm doing a 4-card pull. 4-card pulls. $5 for the 4-card pulls. If you are in need of a reading, please, please, please do let me know if you are in need of a reading. I don't see a lot of people on today. Right now, early this morning. It doesn't look. There's not a lot of people on right now this morning. There might be some people on later today. But currently, right now, there's not a lot of people on, and that's usually how it is in the morning. Sometimes, you know what I mean, depending on where you're at in the world. Um, it just depends on the day, depends on how things are. Um, yeah. All right. All right. All right. So. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end. I'm gonna end it for today. Right now, I'm gonna end it for today. I don't see a lot of people getting reads right now, so I think I'm gonna end it for right now. Leave it there with the energy, and I may pop on a little later on. Little later on, I may pop on and check out the energy a little later on today. I got a few things I gotta do, and then I'm gonna may come back a little while before I go to work later. I may come back. It's 4:08 here. 4:08. Okay, okay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna end the live for right now. I may pop in a little later before I go to work and everything like that. I'm gonna get a few things done, and then I may come back. So I want to thank everyone that did show up. Thank everyone that's here for the collective read and everything like that. Thank you for showing up. And again, I do appreciate your energy and your time being here and everything like that. So if we could say a prayer real quick. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, higher angel guides that protect me. Thank you for guiding me through the reading today. Thank you for allowing me to be here during the reading and allowing me this time to be here and do this collective read and see the energies and everything and move forward and understand things. And thank you for allowing everyone that did pop into the room, that stayed in the room, to check things out and everything like that. Thank you for their energy. Thank you, and let's bless everybody and show them clarity today with their energy, be able to balance their energy, balance everything, and feel the energy and know the energy when they need to balance it in certain areas. And pay attention to the fives today, 555 and 555. Pay attention to those things. Pay attention to your thoughts when you see those things. When you see those numbers, pay attention to their thoughts, their actions. Pay attention to what they're doing at the time they see those numbers and those patterns. And just bless everybody and give them the clarity they need today to see the messages coming through. So with that said, amen. So thank you everyone that did show up today. Thank you for your energy. And I will catch you later. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll catch y'all from up here to down here. Out for now. Keep it fresh. Tune in a little later on today. I will be on. If not, catch me on tomorrow.